a very good evening, a very good afternoon. Welcome to the middle of the week, isn't it? It's Wednesday. It is that time here on Crafters TV where we bring you creative cravings. My name is Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us here. Hopefully you've been having a bit of fun with us right throughout the day today. And if you are tuning in for the first time, you've chosen a very good show to come along to, because we are bringing back to kind of the forefront of things so many great collections. We have got the Sara Signature Vintage Diary collection to bring back to you, which is one of the biggest collections I think I've ever seen. We've also got the return of some layering stamps that I don't think you've seen for quite a while, which I think if you've not seen them before particularly, you're going to absolutely love. And we've got the really super cool pop-out sentiments to bring to you as well. All of that to come over the course of the next couple of hours. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, well, I know Ben's going to be joined by over the course of the next couple of hours because I've seen her already today, Debbie Robinson. Well, you're kind of half right there, because Debbie's here, but you're not here, Debbie, isn't that right?
Yeah, well, I'm in the other side of the studio, the comfy side of the studio, that I'm getting quite accustomed to now on these Wednesday evening shows, because I'm down in the tools again. So I'm having a little bit of a break, but I am going to be around. But I am going to be here for the duration of the show, because I'm handing the reins over fully. You already caught a glimpse. Now, if you didn't, you need to go back and watch Crafters, the Wake Up Tea. Sorry, wait a minute. Crafters call. Wait a minute. I get it the right way around. Hence why I need a bit of a break, Ben. Hence why I need a bit of a break. Crafters TV, the Wake Up Call, because we actually got a little sneaky peek this morning. And I am pleased to say she did such a stellar job this morning. You absolutely loved her demos and all those tips and inspiration that she brought to the show this morning, that we asked her, would she mind doing a little stint while Debbie put a little old tire away, with her feet up for a little bit, and she agreed. So absolutely welcome from our Evesham store, our special guest of the day, our lovely Ali. So Ali, are you all ready for tonight?
I'm ready, I'm excited.
Yay!
Nice to see you. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Debbie.
Oh, you're quite welcome. You're quite welcome.
So I've got loads to show you today. I've got so many demos. Hopefully, I'm going to try and get through as many as I can, but I'll just give you a quick peek as to what we're going to do.
Yeah, fantastic.
So we've got the Vintage Diary collection. So I'm going to be doing a framed canvas frame on that one, showing you how the embossing folders can work. And I'm also going to be doing the pop-up. No, sorry, the
layering stamps.
The layering stamps. Thank you.
These are phenomenal.
But also with a cut-through vellum piece.
Wow.
Okay. So beautiful. Hopefully, I'll be able to demo all of that one as well. And also with the vintage diary, I've got a little bit. It's a bit little. Let me get it so you can. There we go. So it's a little vintage frame that I've made, and Ben didn't believe it, but that is me.
And we'll talk about that later on as to why you're dressed like that a little bit later. But yes, amazing pic.
Yeah. So, but what that is actually a black and white printed photo that I've coloured using the illustrators. So I'll be showing you that as well.
Wow.
And then, and there's more. There's more.
There's more.
There's more. Yeah, I've also got for you the pop-up sentiments. Now, we've seen a lot of different ways that these have been used. So I racked my brain trying to think of something, and I came up with the double.
Wow!
Double pop-out. Gift card holder.
That's unbelievable. Next level, this.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
So that's that one. And then, if there's still time,
there's more, Ben, there's more.
I wanted to share with you my love of bullet journaling.
Okay.
Because when I saw the collection of the Vintage Diary, there's so many things in there that can make your bullet journaling so much easier to do. If you're not happy with drawing and doing the doodles and everything, then these stamps, I'll just give you a sneak peek. So these
fab.
You've got your labels in there, you've got your stamps that you can use to do it. So I'll just hide that 1 second. And so we can go through that later, and I'll let you have a little sneak peek of my journal.
Wow, I mean, if that is not enough to whet your appetite over the course of the next couple of hours, I do not know what is. Debbie, you put your feet up and relax over there. Coffee's about halfway through, please. Debbie's going to be relaxing and enjoying the show just like you at home. And as always, already loads of you just saying hello. Lynn says hi, Debbie, the CTV team and everyone. Al is in, Elizabeth and Melody and Diane and Mary Kay and Linda. I know you will, but please do make Ali feel welcome. Send in your messages via Facebook and YouTube. And as always, if you would like to ask any questions as well, feel free to get those in and I'll pose those to Ali over the course of the next couple of hours. Oh, and one other thing to mention as well, because I've just seen one comment come through here. If you took part in our craft along earlier on with myself and Debbie, if you completed a project, get those pictures in as well, and we will show those over the course of the next couple of hours. Studio at crafterscompanion.co.uk. Producer Johnny's just gone, crikey, there's loads, man, loads of pictures. He's just gone, something like that. So keep sending them in. Let's keep them busy. Keep them busy in the gallery. Johnny and George taking care of business for you tonight. But what about this collection then? I mean, it is literally one of the biggest collections I think you could wish to have. And there's just so much included in here. It's £161 normally, or $215. You get the lot tonight for £129 or $172. But the great thing is, if you're a platinum member, you're going to pay just tonight $103.20 or $137.60. There's a whole host of dies in here. There's a whole host of stamps in here as well. You've got vellum in here. You've got your card in here as well, and things like your metallic embellishments in here. You've got your jute in here as well. There is so much within this collection, and I shall certainly go through the boards with you in just a little while so you can see everything that makes this collection up. What I would say to you though is if perhaps you want to go for smaller bundles, we do have those available for you as well, and of course if you have already got parts of this collection, those might work brilliantly for you because we've got things like the paper pads individually. But let's just show you some of the individual smaller bundles, if you like, so you can get the stamp and die collection. So 18 elements in total here. Look at this. This just gives you a bit of an idea of some of the beautiful dies that you've got within this collection. I love that pocket watch. I love the key and the padlock. Absolutely stunning. And then you've got those dies to create that torn-edged paper effect. You can see bottom right of your screen there as well, the little tags and pockets that Ali was just showing you in her diary just a few moments ago. That's all included within this smaller collection. So that's £33.24 for platinum members, or $40.77. We've then also got the stamp and embossing collection. The embossing folders are stunning. Again, you might have seen a sneak peek of these a little bit earlier on Wake Up Call, but you've got the one with the gorgeous script there, and then the second one on the screen you can see has got that gorgeous sort of old script, but then you've got the feature in the centre of that embossing folder as well. There's stamps on there, of course, too, with some beautiful sentiments. $29.56 or $37.40. However, platinum price on that is £23.65 or $29.92. And then we've also got the Vellum and Luxury Pearl Pad collection. So again, if you're looking at going for this collection tonight and you want to kind of just supersize it a little bit, it's always worth adding in more of your consumables. Or if you've already got this collection and you've run out of that Pearl Pad, or you're running short of the Vellum, then pop this in your basket as well. £19.18 or $31.94. And then on top of that, as I mentioned, you've got all of your embellishments as well. I absolutely love those metal embellishments in there, which are stunning. You've also got in there the likes of your ribbon in there. You've also got your little wooden corners in there too, which are amazing. You've got rub-ons included in there too, and everybody's favourites, Debbie Fisher recommends the wax seal kits. Yes, one of these collections, it wouldn't be complete if we didn't have the wax seal kit in there. But again, that's a smaller bundle of your embellishments for £27.48 or $35.01. Johnny's just telling me about the spowl, which has overtaken apparently the wax seal incident. Watch Second Chance Sunday if you want to find out more about Debbie Fisher's spowl. I have not seen this yet, but I'm definitely going to be watching that. Well, apparently, as I understand it, she was trying on another show. She was trying to draw it was on Create and Craft. She was trying to draw a spider. No, she was, she was trying to draw an owl that looked like a spider. So it ended up being a spowl. You'll all be looking for that now, but don't go looking for it right now. Stay with us on this show. I'll go through the boards in full in just a little bit, but I want you to get started here with some demos and so you can see and take some inspiration from what Ali is going to be showing us. So what are you going to be working with from this collection, Ali?
Right, so with this one, we're going to be doing the canvas frame. Thank you very much. Yep, so I'm going to be working with this, but the first thing I do whenever I get a collection is I always go through the colours and through my ink pads and my pens and get a swatch together of the things that work.
That's a great idea.
So I thought I would share with you my swatch of this. So with these vellums and the paper, the beautiful paper that we've got with it, my swatch of these are, so we've got the purples in there and the damson wine and the pale, I'm doing it wrong. There we go. The pale fig and the damson wine work perfectly with this collection. Then with there are hints of pink in there. There's a little bit of a pink warm tone in there. And the plum jam and the pink tulip work fantastically. The greens, we're looking at the pine tree and the grasshopper.
Got you.
And with the browns in there, the fire brown and the seal brown.
Brilliant.
So all of those work perfectly with the papers and the vellum that's in here.
That is such a cool idea. I've never thought of doing that before, but what a great way to get the most out of your collection, right?
Oh yeah, every collection, whenever I get it, I always get all the paper pads out, any of the vellums, all of that, and then get my swatches out and just try and make sure I know which one's going to go with it all.
Brilliant.
Okay, so let's get started. So what we're going to do, first off, is I'm going to be showing you how we're using the 3D embossing folders.
Okay.
So there's lots of different ways that you can use them. I'll show you a couple of the ways. But this is where I go to my go-to MIDI as well, because the plate sandwich for the MIDI with the 3D embossing folder is just the embossing folder.
It's complicated, isn't it?
Yeah, so, you know, it's just so easy to do, so easy to do.
It's so easy, even I use that machine. It's kind of, I always say it's simplicity without electricity is the MIDI, isn't it? It makes it so easy for people to use.
And quiet, and you know, you just get easy results with it. I just love it.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pass that one through.
Okay.
And you'll see this is the 3D embossing folder. Oh, here we go. Let's pass that one through. There we go. We'll wind it round. Nice, quick and easy.
Yeah.
And we've got our lovely 3D embossing. Okay,
Yeah, that's
so
great.
you've got, can you see? Okay, so you can see, there we are, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing that. There we go.
Don't worry, that's
There
fine.
we go.
Perfect.
It's beautiful. Okay, so what you can do with that is you can colour directly onto it.
Okay.
So with the ink pads, you can do that. And that's a technique that lots of people do, which is brilliant. You can come in with any of your texture pastes and things like that and scrape that over, and you can get that kind of technique. The two I'm going to show you just quickly today is something called letterpressing, where we're actually going to ink up the folder, and also distressing, because vintage, all about being distressed. So I'm used to, when I do classes
No, I know, you're obviously showing
at
the
work,
picture in front of you,
I'm
aren't
always
you?
doing it that way,
Yeah.
so I'm getting used to it now.
Yeah. You just have to think about showing yourself almost.
I'm teaching myself how to do this again. Right. Okay, so what we'll do is the distressed one first, and it's super, super easy. So brilliant about this paper as well, you don't have to worry about whether you're embossing or debossing, because it's the same on both sides.
And that's the paper we get in the set, isn't it?
Yes, yep. So this is in the paper pad set with it.
Okay.
Run that one through the MIDI. La, 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 la,
Sing a little song whilst you do it as well.
There we go.
That's quite nice, that. I like that. I thought that as well, Johnny. I thought you were going to start doing the birdie song. La 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 la. Brilliant.
And then I'm going to just get a sanding tool.
Yep.
And that is basically what you are going to do. So you're just going to go down on that.
Now, how hard are you pressing down here? Is it just a light?
Oh, well, this coating on this Century Pearl is actually quite tough.
Right, okay.
So you do have to actually...
Bit of elbow grease.
A bit of elbow grease in there. And if you do find that you've gone a bit too far, so I'll just show you, there we go. So can you see?
Yeah.
If you do find if you've gone, oh, I've done it again. If you do find that you've gone a bit too far, all you have to do then is just go in with your ink pad.
Oh, okay.
And you can just go back over the top with it.
Yeah.
And it will tone it back down again.
It's all right, got an hour and 45 minutes by the end of this show. You'll be there.
But also, I think you've got, have you still got the distress pack on the show?
Oh, yeah.
On the website.
Yeah, distress tool collection.
Yeah. So there's a distress, and in there is a distress tool.
Yes.
Which is wonderful as well.
Details coming up for you on the screen.
Especially brilliant for your vintage techniques and a little used thing. So there we go. So we've got the vintage little edge crimper, distress one, and all you're going to do with that is just slide it. You can go towards yourself, away from yourself. You just slide it on, and it gives you that rough edge.
Yeah.
So when you go all the way around, you see you get...
that's really coming together nicely.
So it looks as if it's aged.
Yeah.
Nice and aged.
Very clever.
So that's how you can do the distressed one. So let me just show you now quickly the letterpress.
Oh yeah. And this is something that you know what, I've been here for almost a year now actually, and it's not something you see that often within embossing folders. Is this something which is like fallen out of favour and is coming back in again, letterpressing, or...?
I don't know. I think with embossing folders, a lot of people are actually afraid of using them because they don't really know what to do with them.
Exactly right.
What can you do with them? And a lot of people just use it and then stick it in the background, but it can be a focal piece if you really want it to be, like I've done on my canvas. So you just got to know some of the techniques to do that. Okay, so what you're doing with the letterpress technique is you're actually going directly in, and I'm going to go with the brown, I think. No. I am going to go with the damson.
Just to say as well, coming up tomorrow, we've got a masterclass with our Debbie. We chatted about this earlier on actually. She's going to do an embossing folder. We're calling it a 101. You know, like a, you know, if you are one of those people, you're going to get some hints and tips right now. But if you want more, tomorrow, myself and Debbie from 3 o'clock. 10 o'clock East Coast, so you can get some more information. So you're actually putting the ink straight onto the embossing folder now?
So I'm going directly onto the embossing folder. It's not going to harm your embossing folder. This is water-based ink, so you know this is just going to wash off, just run it under the tap.
Yeah.
And I'm going in a little bit because remember this is 3D, so I'm just trying to pick out some of the bits of that feather and this bit here. But because the Harmony ink pads are a nice, it's a felt pad rather than a foam pad, it's nice and firm so that you can push and it's not going to squash all the way in as much, so you get a much better imprint with it. So let's run that through then. So I'm letting you know I've embossed the side. Oh, is that the deboss side, Debbie? Yeah.
Do you know what though, Ali? You can
do it both ways,
can't you?
Yeah, you can. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, and I think this will look lovely.
Right, once you've got the card in there, don't move it.
Right.
Okay, so it's in there now, and then I get me a MIDI. What are we doing?
Song in America, by the way, Let's Know the Birdie song. This is brilliant. Look at that.
There we go. So you can see that it's actually gone. I've gone on the deboss, haven't I? So I have. I don't know. I know I've embossed, but I've inked the bit below.
The
dippy bit.
Yes.
There you go. So that was it in the damson wine. That one was. And then this one was with the pine tree. So you can see you can just get lots of different techniques with that. So let me set up my other bits and then we'll put the canvas together.
Excellent stuff. I tell you what, so much love already coming through for this show. Rhonda is saying, hi everyone, sorry I didn't chat much last show. I decided to do the craft along after all. I sent in the pic. We'll look at those in just a little while. Lynn says, hi to all. Lovely to have you on the show. Looking forward to watching your demos this evening. Jean says, I've got the complete set when it first launched. Looking forward to using it in a new way. Mary Kay says, such a great tip with the colours. Yeah, love the fact that Ali was just showing us earlier on, if you have just joined us, when she gets these new collections, she gets out all the different colours, gets like almost like a swatch of colours, so that then the colours that she uses with the kit are just going to work beautifully. And Donna has just said, good evening, Ben. Apologies, but I'm late to the show. Who is the new lady, please? I'm loving her ideas already. So, who is the new lady? This is Ali from our Evesham store, and over the last couple of weeks, I've just been introducing you to our talented crafters who work within our stores as well. So Sam was here last week, and Ali's come up to join us this week. She was here with us on Wake Up Call earlier on, in case you want to catch up on that show to see what Ali got up to. And of course, she's with us over the course of the next hour and 40 minutes as well, popping together these amazing demos for you as well. Feel free to fire any questions Ali's way, and we'll get those answered over the course of the show. But I think we are ready for the next part of the demo.
We are, yes, I'm set up and ready to go. So, this morning, people were asking about different ways to use vellum, and I've shown some of those ways there. I love the torn technique with vellum as well.
Yeah.
So don't just cut it. When you tear it, you get that lovely distressed edge as well. So that is what I'm going to do with this piece. I am just going to go wiggle back and forth and get that. There we are. So you've got a nice distressed edge there to be able to put onto your canvas. So, which one are we going to go with, Ben? Are we going to go with the green or the purple? Should we do the green because I've already done the purple?
Well...
Really? So they've just told me to give him a choice and then not do it.
Yeah, producer just said, give me the choice and then go with the opposite one, because that's what Sara always does. I would have said, I actually really like the purple one that you just did, but go with the green one. That's what I'm
Are you sure? We'll go with the green.
Do what you want, Ali. That's what
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
Oh dear. So,
pipe down, Johnny, for goodness sake.
So, oops. Ooh, knocking things over. Right. So all I've done is I've just cut some backing paper out of our lovely things, and I'm just going to, glue. There we go. Here we glue. There. So we're just going to glue that down. Now this is my favourite glue in the entire world.
Why?
Why? Because Leanne says so. No, because...
That's a great answer.
Because Leanne's right.
Right.
I believe she is right. This glue was a game changer for me, because if I'm going to make something and I'm going to send it somewhere, if I'm going to make something and I want a professional finish, if I'm charging for it, then I want it to be steady, sturdy, and it is going to stay put.
Oh, look, that should be the new strapline.
Yep. Steady, sturdy, and stay put. But with wiggle room. So you've got time to be able to wiggle it around if you need to. But the main reason why I love this glue is because if you make a mistake, you can just peel it off and then put it back down again in the right place. And if it squeezes over the top, as long as you're not using glitter or mirror card, you can just, with a nice clean finger, not mine, you can rub it and you can get rid of your mistakes as well. So that's why I love this glue.
Good stuff.
Really do. So I'm just going to lay those down.
That glue, by the way, is available in our Got It Good deal this week as well, which you'll find on our website. We've got an adhesive bundle for you. You get loads for about £16 or $24 if you're a Platinum member. 2 bottles of that. There's red liner tape in there, there's your glue tape pens, there's loads in it. Do have a look if you're after your adhesives. Foam sheets as well.
And I believe you call this stuff, what was it, chunky glue?
Well, now, here's the thing. It's not. This is Debbie's thing. See,
now I don't. I call it full fat glue.
Oh! Full fat glue.
This is full fat glue.
Full fat glue.
Full fat glue.
Aye.
So I'm going to use some of my full fat glue here.
Now, just for people who are wondering, going, hang on a minute, what are these clowns talking about? It's actually called your 3D glue, isn't it?
It is. It is my 3D glue gel, which is just also fantastic.
Yeah.
And That gives you, but the only thing about this is you have to let it set overnight.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so, but when it sets, it's stuck.
Solid.
I've forgotten what it was
Whatever
now.
you said, that
yeah,
thing that you said a minute ago.
It is, yes.
I used it for the first time yesterday when you were obviously here in the studio, and yes, I can vouch for how good it is, because I was a bit unsure whether to use it over the foam pads, but again, the fact that you've got that glue, it gives you a bit more wiggle time again, doesn't it, over the foam pads?
Yeah, so I can move that around now, and that's fine. What you can do, Ben, is you can actually use foam pads and the glue.
Oh, okay.
So if you have the glue raised, so then you can put that down, and then you can use your foam pads as a leveler if you're wanting it to be level and to stick it down, and then the 3D glue will keep it fixed. Whereas sometimes the foam pads, they can come off in transit, as they say. Yes. So I've got that all layered up and ready. I'm going to give you another little tip with the rub-ons.
Oh, yes.
The rub-ons.
The rub-ons.
The rub-ons now. So, yeah. So it does come with a lovely little tool, which is a popsicle stick, which is perfectly fine and works wonderfully. However, I prefer to use my MIDI or your Gemini, because that gives a nice even pressure.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel that off, and if you place that onto your vellum where you're wanting it, and then run that through with the folder.
Where's your folder gone?
Where's my folder? Oh, where's my folder?
Now, we were just saying, weren't we, about 27 minutes ago, how neat and tidy you were.
I know.
And all of a sudden, you see...
But it gets messier and messier as I go along.
I know,
That's
I can
the problem.
imagine. But this is what happens, isn't it, in craft rooms up and down the country? You start off with very best intentions, and as soon as you get into a project...
Thank you.
All of a sudden, it all goes, out the window.
Yeah.
Go, scone peak tong.
The scone peak tong.
Yeah, he's a UK DJ. The expression "gone peak tong" means gone wrong for our US viewers.
But because vellum's so thin, I'm also going to put another card shim in there as well, just to give it a little bit more pressure.
Okay.
And run that through again. Oh, here we go.
Do you know what? Whenever I see this used now, that is going to stick in my head, and I'm going to have to sing it. Whether I do it out loud or not, I don't know.
As if you can run it through before you get to the end of the song. Right, so there we go. So now you can easily just peel it off, and it's there, down for you. No more having to do all this and trying to pick it up and seeing if it's down.
That's a great tip.
Use your MIDI.
Top tip.
Or your Gemini. Okay, so let's put that on. So we're going to just fold that over.
Yeah.
And fold that over. And I'll probably do this while you're talking through again. I'll get the red liner tape, and I will tape that into place on the back. Add some ribbon. Yep. Add some of the what was it? Jute.
Yep.
Jute twine, and some of the gold embellishments as well. And
Brilliant.
I'll show you when it's done.
Well, I can certainly go through the boards and chat about everything which is coming through as far as the comments are concerned. Even as saying, I love to do letterpress, just never can remember what it's called. Well, now you know. I love using my embossing folders for the inside left page to add interest and texture of regular folded cards. And lots of love coming in for Ali as well. Thank you for all of the lovely comments coming through. This is really cool. Fran just saying, Ali's really funny. She fits right in. Loving Ali, says Jane. She is a natural. Dieta on YouTube just saying, such a great idea for using those rub-ons. Let me show you the boards just quickly. Well, I say just quickly. This is going to take me a while. Just hang. I'm just ducking down here because I mean seriously, there is so much in this collection. What I do just want to stress again, though, is that we've basically given you smaller bundles to work with as well, should you wish to go through those. But I'll go through these as they popped out for me. So, okay, you've got loads of embellishments in here. You've got a cotton ribbon pack in here. So 2 different designs with your text, and then you've got your gorgeous butterflies. You've got 3 meters of each of those. You've then also got on top of here your metal charms, 10 packs. So there's 5 different charms on there. They are gorgeous, and you're getting them twice over within this collection. Then on top of that, stamp and die sets. If you saw this earlier on, that's that gorgeous pocket watch. So again, you've got that beautiful stamp, the die to be able to cut it out, and look how gorgeous that is. The ink pad, the feathered quill, ink pad? The feathered quill is what I meant to say. Again, gorgeous die for the feather and also for that ink pot as well. You're then also going to get your page edges die. So again, creating that kind of ring binder effect one side, and then you've got that torn effect there as well on the other. Really, really lovely collection. Then on top of that, your perfectly Parisian stamp set. So again, this is that whole running theme of those beautiful keys, the postmarks, the feather in there as well. I love that little bird cage. That is all included too. On top of that, your tags and banners die set. This one, again, if you love to make your boxes, if you love to do your scrapbooking, your journaling, these are going to be great just to create those gorgeous little tags. More dies included. The key to my heart die. How lovely is that padlock? Stunning, right? You've got the padlock and the key to go with that as well. We've then got more stamp and die sets. This one is your antique frame stamp and die. Now, I like this for the fact that you can obviously pop in your own little images in there as well. However, we have got a set of stamps to go with that, your adorning stamp set. So you've got a whole host of different sentiments to pop within that frame should you wish. And you've even got little teeny tiny ones just here which fit inside your little crest that goes over the top there as well. So that is all thought of. There is so much more. Tell me if I need to go faster, Johnny, because I feel like I've been here forever already. Your exquisite embellishments included as well. So again, your stamp books, you've got your little teacups in there, you've got your postmarks in there as well. Right, get a move on, they're saying. So you've also got 30 metres of traditional jute twine. You've also got your wooden frames and corners in there too. You've got your wax seal kit. Hooray! Hey, the wax seal kit. It's like when they used to have the cuddly toy in the Generation game, wasn't it? Cuddly toy, way! Wax seal kit, hooray! Yeah, you've got that included in there. Embossing folders. Yes, your Dear Diary embossing folder, which has got that gorgeous script, and then you've got your books and your teacup included there as well. This is the one that we've been looking at, that moment in time 3D embossing folder with the quill and that gorgeous detailing in the background. Here are your rub-on transfers, 4 sheets, 6x6 that you've just seen Ali using in that last demo there. Plenty to be getting your teeth into. And then, if that wasn't all, we're also giving you all of your vellum, so 12 sheets of vellum, which you've seen a little snapshot off with Ali over the course of this last demonstration. It is absolutely stunning. And then last but by no means least, you're also going to get, which you've seen in this demo too, your 12x12 luxury pearl pad. Again, there are 24 sheets in there, 250 GSM. Boy, oh boy, what a deal. $103.20 is your price if you're platinum and you're shopping with us here in the UK. $137.60 if you're platinum and shopping with us in the US. Let's go back over to Ali because I think she's been very busy whilst I've been waffling away over here. How are you looking?
I've finished it.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe I've done a finished sample.
You've done it?
You've seen this morning, yeah. Anyway, so I decided with this one, I put the ribbon up the top because it covered my rub on there. So I've switched it up a bit. But remember, you know, you can distress this frame out. If you had more time, if I had more time, I'd probably be getting my texture pastes out and doing lots of different techniques. But still, I think just that simple is still nice and effective. What do you think, Ben?
I think you have absolutely smashed it out of the ballpark on that one. I absolutely love it. And we'll get Debbie's take on that in just a second. But again, something that you can do with this collection, thinking out of the box, again, it's not just all about kind of, you know, card making or scrapbooking or journaling. Home decor projects as well. Don't forget, we're going to get you to vote for your demo of the show towards the end of this show. Then we're also going to get you to vote for Ali's demo of the day. And at the end of the show, someone who's commented on this show is going to win whatever is voted as the winner. Well, Debbie, we may as well get your little comment as well, because you're obviously still here in the studio with us. That's an amazing take on this collection, isn't it?
It is a beautiful take on our collection there, and what a gorgeous job. And Ali, there is a lot of love for you right now on our social pages going off. The fact that you have used the canvas, it's just showing you something that little bit out, like Ben's just said, outside of the box, not just in card making, not just in scrapbooking and all those kind of things, something a little bit different. And that for me is just absolutely spot on and beautiful, and some really great tips there too for you to take on on board and have a go and have a try. So for me, that's a massive, great big. I'm just loving this sitting back and watching, seeing all those comments and letting someone else take over. So it's lovely.
You enjoy
to see
yourself,
someone
Dad.
else take. So Ali, we've done a beautiful job there. Absolutely spot on.
Oh, thank you.
And you call me the part-timer. There she is, her feet up over there. Got the drink on. She had a cocktail in her hand before we went over there. She just hid it behind the chair. I'm watching you. Now listen, before we get on to another demo, we're going to bring to you those layering stamps in just a few moments' time. As always on Creative Cravings, we bring you a hero tool. Now, what I have just noticed, and I'm sure they were under here before, but they're not here anymore, is that you will get some... I think Debbie's going to go and get them. Thank you. You get some brushes with them. But,
You've made her get up, Ben.
Thank you, Debbie. Well, they were definitely here before, but I can't see them now. Huh? Oh, okay. Well, listen, it's a collection where you're going to get brushes and blending tools for £20 or $31.20. Let me show you what you get within this collection because it is phenomenal, right? You're going to get a set of misters. You're going to get your 4 set of spray misters included within this bundle. You're then also going to get your palette to do all of your mixing in as well. This bundle's amazing. On top of that, depending on how you like to do your blending, you pretty much got choice here because you're going to get your round blending tool, which comes with your replacement heads, but then on top of that, we're also going to throw into the mix 10 more of those replacement heads to go with it. So if you've got lots of different colours, you've got a replacement head for the different colours that you've got within your collection. You've also then got your squishy eggs. Your what are these actually called? Your blending sponges, but they're eggs, aren't they, really, to all intents and purposes? So those are also included. If you're going to be getting a little bit mucky, then you need a mat to do it on, right? So we're also going to give you your craft mat. That's included too, wipe clean, heat resistant as well, and just absolutely perfect for doing all of your sort of mixed media. Tommy, Debbie's dancing to the side of me. That's also included, and actually, on top of that, as I knew it was, and they were definitely here earlier on, you're also going to get the brushes that Debbie pinched off me.
I promise, Ben.
I didn't pinch them. I promise. Oh, look how small I am. Gosh, I mean, tiptoe, few inches, extra inches there. But there you go, my darling. I promise I didn't pinch them. It was Jake.
Thank you so much. You're also going to get your brushes as well, and these are phenomenal. Your Royal and Lang nickel, you've got your 1/2 inch, your 1/4 inch, your 3/4 of an inch, and your size 6. So again, hang on a minute. You only get 3, didn't you? Yeah, you get your 1/2, you get your size 6, and your 3/4. Ta-da! £20 or $31.20 is the deal on all of that. You know, you talk again about your craft room essentials. That is a seriously good buy for all of that. That Hero Tool bundle, though, is only here for 24 hours or whilst stocks last. So if you want to grab it now. Your brushes and blending tool collection for £20 platinum or $31.20. Right. This next collection, I'm really looking forward to showing you because this hasn't been in stock recently. It's only just come back in. And when it was here previously, proved really, really popular. Because my take on this is, it's kind of like stamping made easy, really, because you've got a whole collection of beautiful layering stamps. And it's made easy for you because it is literally, right, it's like stamping by numbers. And the whole point about this is not only do you get a wonderful selection of stamped images, but you get within that the die to go with the main image as well. So again, it's just making life so easy for you when it comes to your stamping and die cutting. So within this collection, you've got your gorgeous magical unicorn. Then on top of that, the flamingo, who is absolutely stunning. And as I say, you'll see when Ali shows you these in just a few moments' time and just how these all work. You've kind of got like your three main stamps, as it were, and then accompanying stamps to go with it, with a whole host of different sentiments too. And once again, with your flamingo, you've then got that gorgeous die to be able to cut out the main image. On top of that, it wouldn't be a collection without a butterfly, would it not? So you've got your gorgeous, majestic butterfly. Once again, you've got that die to be able to make things so nice and easy for you. This is a kit, as I say, which is for everybody. Seriously. On top of that, your birds of love. Again, how gorgeous are they? And as I said to you, you'll see how simple it is to be able to create some gorgeous images with this in just a few moments' time. There's 12 stamps in there included. Then you're going to get, if you watch Wake Up Call earlier on, you'll have seen Ali working with these, your floral teacups. Ali created a really, really gorgeous rocker card with these a little bit earlier on. Go back and have a watch, actually, because it's worth tuning in for that. And then last but by no means least, you've got that spring wreath as well. And there is the die included. All of that, it's 77 elements in total for £40 as a Platinum member, or $32. Again, that is your Platinum Club Inspired price, £50 or $40 if you're not within the club, but join up in the club if you're not, because you will get these discounts. Let's get Ali's take on these, because this really is almost like a super way to get into stamping and die cutting,
It's fantastic, it is, because you don't have to use all three of them. No. You can use one or two of them, or combine different ones, so you can do lots of different things with them. I mean, you can use them with the quick dry inks, which are perfect for them, because then you can just stamp over the top straight away. But what I'm going to show you today as well is how you can use your sparkle inks and watercolours with them. Okay. Okay. So they are really innovative. Yes. Yes, they are numbered, so you get the sheet and it is numbered. 1, 2, 3, but like we said, you can use whichever ones you want to use. Yeah. This one in particular I do love, because that stamp there, that number 1, that is just a plain silhouette stamp. So I can use that as a mixing pad, which is brilliant. So I'm going to do that with you in a bit. Now, they all have these notches on the corners, and that makes it easy to be able to line them up on your stamping platforms. And you can line them up like that, and then when you take it off, you can then get your next one and line up in the same corner. Oh, I see. Okay, so you can do it that way, and I showed that this morning. There's another way that you can do it as well, though, because some people do find that a little bit tricky, I must admit, when I've been teaching in stores, and I'm going to show you this way. So this way I do is, I've already cut out my butterfly shape, so I've cut out my die cut shape. Okay. Okay, and then so I'm just going to be doing it on a stamping card. So this is our stamping card stock. Going through the MIDI again.
Never seen the MIDI get so much use.
I do love the MIDI, I really, really do. There we go. Oh, no. There we go. Right.
I'm going to pull that towards you a little bit.
So I've cut that one out of the stamping card, and then what you can see is you can just place that in to where the mask is. Now, there's two benefits for doing this. It helps you be able to line up your stamps. So this one, I'm just going to... Did we agree on eyeball it last night? So we're going to eyeball it.
I think it depended on where you came from, didn't it? But eyeball it or go by eye.
Go by eye. By eye.
By eye. You say whatever you want.
By eye.
You're in charge now.
I'm just going to eyeball it and put it on there. Yeah. And the other thing about having it pre-cut like that, and I've got my magnets actually on my outside one, is when I do stamp, especially with some of the inks that you do use, they're quite sticky. And even though we've got the magnets, sometimes even with those, the inks are so sticky it can lift up your paper. Yeah. So if you're layering and need it to be perfect, that's going to move your paper a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to grab the top of the platform. Get the right way around this time. Yep. Pick that up, and you'll notice it's probably picked up the piece of paper, but that is a good way of seeing that I've eyeballed it well.
Yeah, got you.
Yep, and I can just peel that off now. And I'm going to go in with one of my favourite colours, which is the lemon tonic.
Now, why is this one everyone's favourite colour?
Oh God, it's just so bright, Ben.
Yeah?
Oh,
I was thinking, I wonder if Ali's going to pick a different colour to the one that everyone picks here, but no,
all right,
it's the same one.
See, even all
Great
the way
minds.
down in the depths of Worcestershire, we love the...
Deepest, darkest Worcestershire.
in Worcestershire.
We like the lemon tonic down
Even
there.
with our sauce, we do love our lemon.
Oh yes, you have your Worcestershire
sauce.
I don't know why I'm speaking like that. Do people in Worcestershire speak like that? I'm not sure they do.
It is. It's just, I've never seen the yellow like it, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's so bright for an ink pad.
Yeah.
So I'll just lift that up, but you can see, by doing that,
Beauty.
it's not moved the black card at all, because it lifted with, because it's already been cut out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Lovely. So I'm just going to then eyeball it again, because these stamps, you can use the method that's been created for you, which is fantastic, or you can just eyeball it. I'm just going to place this one over. So this is the stamp number 2.
Okay.
So this is a little bit more detail. There
But
we are.
the great thing about this is if you want to use them individually, you can. You know, the fact that you've got more sentiments within these stamp sets as well is great. But how brilliant to kind of learn how to do your layering, because as I said, it is in essence stamping by numbers, isn't it, Ali? Really?
It is. Yeah.
So super simple for anybody.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially if you use the quick dry ink pads.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to get any smearing or anything. You don't have to heat set in between. Just play with the colours and see what colours go together.
What colour have you got on there?
This one is my second favourite, which is the honey pot.
Honey pot. Okay, here we go.
And then my third favourite is parakeet, which
There
is
we go,
everybody's
it's
as
the
well.
thing.
That's what it is. Thank you.
You picked the top 3.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Well done.
I don't watch the show at all. No, yes I do.
It's the first time I've been here, honestly.
No. I haven't heard that you all like those ones. No, so there we go. So I'm just going straight down, stamping that. Now, with ink as well, you just want to leave it a little seconds for it to absorb into the paper. So there we go, and lift that straight back up, and you can see now that I've got the added detail in there.
That's great.
There we go. So I am going to go. See now, you did learn this morning that I was a science teacher.
Yes.
And so I have to be botanically correct,
Right.
I'm afraid.
Oh, okay.
Because I have to have my edging black on the butterfly,
yes.
because they are. But you can have any colour you want to.
Do what you like. This is the whole
Do what
thing,
you
isn't it?
love.
Yeah, for people who missed earlier on, just whilst you're inking this up, you can tell us again. So you were a science teacher. So how did you go from science to craft?
Right, well, I've always crafted. From a right little girl, I've always crafted. I was that really annoying... You remember that advert? Have you ever seen that advert?
Which one?
Where you've got that annoying child that is going up to their mum, going, have you used the washing up bottle, liquid bottle? Yeah, can you remember that?
I remember that.
That was me.
That was you, was it?
I remember my dad bought me, it was like 1,001 things to do with paper and things in the house. And I went through the whole book when I was a child. I just loved it all the time. And then when I became a teacher, you need to do extracurricular activities.
Okay.
And my extracurricular activities was craft club. So that's so I've turned what I loved into a part of job with teaching, and now it's a full-time job with teaching.
You're doing a very good job of it, because look at that.
There we go. So we've got our lovely butterfly all set up.
That's phenomenal.
And because it was cut out, I haven't got any movement gone at all.
Yeah.
So that was with a quick dry. Quick dries. So what I'm going to show you quickly now, I just need to cut another one out.
Okay.
I'm going to do it on stamping card. Now, I am using the sparklings on this, and I would normally tell you with the sparklings to use watercolour card because it will move better. But we're not doing kind of watercolour painting here. So I'm going to use the stamping card because what happens there is it will take the image, so it'll keep more of the detail, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, Ben? Right, so what I'm going to do, stamping card, here we go. Let's cut a little bit more off. I'm just going to cut out another butterfly.
Okay, well, there's loads of comments coming. We can stay with you whilst I'm reading out some comments here. Love the layering stamp, says Linny. That unicorn will go so well with my new glossy highlights. Yes, they're still available. Deborah says, I've used the flamingos from the set so many times. When you live in Florida, everyone loves receiving cards with flamingos. Yeah, I mean, I love flamingos as well, Deborah. And you know why, Ali, don't you, that flamingos stand on one leg?
What?
Oh, because they'd fall over if they didn't.
I missed it, Ben. Say it again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Do you know why flamingos stand on one leg?
Why?
Because they'd fall over if they didn't.
Oh. I preferred your Bee Gees one.
Oh, you've got to tell Bee
preferred your
Gees
Bee
one now,
Gees.
Ben. Got to tell BG one.
Gotta tell the Bee Gee one.
I did this the other week. I haven't said that. I do all my jokes every week, don't I? So I was walking past the fridge the other night and I thought I heard the Onions singing a Bee Gees song. But when I opened the door, it was just the chives talking.
That's even good the second time.
I could laugh at Ben's dad jokes all night long. John's fetching me coffee. Ali, we needed to check what drink you were. Did you not notice John stood in the background? What drink did you want, Ali? Tea or coffee?
Tea, please.
Tea.
Tea,
A tea.
please.
Any sugars or milk?
Two.
Oh, is that 2 dashes of milk, Ali?
Bit of milk.
2 sugars.
2 sugar. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get on to that for you.
We look after you here. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, Ali. We look after you here.
Oh, that is
dear,
lovely.
Yeah.
Having a cup
Tough
of
crowd you guys are saying in
having
the
a cup of
comments,
tea
aren't we?
made for me. Beautiful.
Right, anyway, where are we up to?
It's jokes.
I can't remember. Is it me now?
We can be.
Yay,
It
I'm
can
back.
be me.
Hi. We've had the jokes. Now on to the demos. The follow-up tact.
Oh, dear.
Okay, so I'm using the sparkle inks.
Yes.
And I'm going to be spritzing some water onto this card. So I am using my Finesse waterproof. You know it's waterproof because there's a brush with water on it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm using that one so that the detail won't go anywhere. Okay. Now, let me just get that nice and juicy.
And just to say, the inks that you used before, because who was it who was asking? Connie was asking. So you used your lemon tonic,
Lemon tonic,
honey pot,
and
parakeet.
Noir Black. Noir Black.
Oh, Noir Black.
Noir Black at the last one.
Yeah, not
Yes.
parakeet at all.
Yeah, to get the edging on.
Yes.
Okay, so just to stamp that down again, using the same method with me things. There we go. So you can see it's pulled it up. But that's the good thing. It's pulled it up rather than changing where I am on my stamp.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah, so I've got that nice and on there now. Okay, so, right, let's get the sparkle out, Ben.
Ah, yes, let's get sparkly, Ali.
Okay, so as I was saying earlier, where's it gone? Right, well, as I was saying earlier, there you've got that first stamp is the I can use as a mixing palette if
Right.
I can find it. But I found it. Here we go. So I can use this as a mixing palette because it is just a flat image,
Yeah.
which is brilliant. So I can just eyeball that again on top and pick that up. And the other thing that's good for the mixing palette is that it's see-through. So, just picked it up again, but that's okay, because I can put it straight back again.
Yeah.
I can place that over the top and see where I want my colours now. So I'm going to go in with the sparkles, and to stick with the vintage G feel, I'm going with the earthy naturals.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm a vintage girl, as you know.
These are, yes, obviously still available. You'll find them, they were on the previous show, weren't they? I want to say. Oh, yes. Oh, there we go. Details coming up for you here. These have been repackaged and rejigged for you, as it were. So the individual collection's available. So this is the one that Ali's using now, the Earthy Natural.
Earthy Naturals.
Yeah, $9.35 or $12.20 if you're platinum.
Okay, so I'm just colouring directly onto that,
Yeah.
and I'm using the guide underneath as to where I'm wanting some of that colour to be.
Okay.
So I'm just putting that over, and I'm just doing the inside part with the green. Okay, and we've got the trusted technique of the huff.
Ah, yes, I'm
Okay,
so
go.
glad. Why do we do this again?
Leanne taught me that one too.
Why do we huff?
The huff.
Because Leanne said so.
Because Leanne said so, and she's right. And then I'm just going to press that down. It's picked it up, that's okay. And you can see I've got some of the ink on there. Now you don't need to worry because when I spritz that, that's going to move around, okay?
Fab.
But that can also now, with the same stamp, go on with some more colours and overlap them a little bit. So I'm going in with the orange. And there we go. Let's put some orange in there.
So this is a great way of getting a bit more of a unique look, isn't it, to your project?
Yeah, yeah. So it's you can keep the detail with the outer stamp and the finesse ink pad, and then it's a nice way of getting lots of different colour in the centre. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use that stamp number 2.
Yep.
With that. That one creates your shadows as well. So I can now come in with my brown. Shake it to wake it. Get the sparkle. Oh, I've done it on the wrong side. Oh, what am I like then?
You what?
I've picked it up the wrong way round.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. I had my
Too busy shaking it to wake it.
I had my springs up rather than down.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Done, easily done.
Easily done, easily fixed. There we go. So I'm just going in with my brown now, and I'm going to put in some cover. Can you see how it just covers where it is raised?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just putting that over, giving it another huff, just to keep it moist. Oh, that's attractive, isn't it? And then I can stamp that one down. There we go. I've got them giggling in my ear.
Good huffing, Ali. Good huffing.
Oh, that's
Johnny's just gone. I thought Darth Vader was here.
Come on over to the dark side, Johnny.
Ali, you are a crafter.
So I'm just going to find my mister. I did have it, and I filled it up. So I'm just going to spritz it with some water now, and then we're going to see how that moves around. Oh, Ben, give us a second.
That's all right. Well, I'll read a few comments whilst you're looking for your mister. There's loads of them, actually. Lots of love for this collection. Lots of love for the butterflies as well. Yolanda just saying, you can never have too many butterflies. Lena just saying, I don't think I've seen this collection before. It's really pretty. Those stamps are pretty. Ali's very informative, says Marcella on YouTube. Learning lots, and I'm really enjoying her demos. Love the butterflies. Have these butterflies, says Dieta. And Sue just saying, it's great to see someone new with different techniques. And that's what this is all about. That's why Ali's with us, showing us all these new techniques. Right, she's found a mister. Woohoo!
So we're just going to give that a little bit of a spritz. And so let's just spray that on. And you can see it wakes up those inks. Can you see? There we go.
Oh, yes.
And starts moving it around. There we go. So it will give you a nice, you leave that to dry on its own, and it will merge together by itself, and you get a lovely watercolour finish in the background.
And a different finish every time.
A different finish every time, which is something I do love about watercolour, is that it is a different finish every time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that to one side and let that dry. And have I got time, Johnny, to show how I make the card part?
Oh, yeah, loads of time.
Wonderful. Okie dokie. Fantastic. So while that's drying, I was just going to show you another use for vellum.
Oh, yes.
So what we're going to do is we're going to use that, the die to cut through the front of our card and then sandwich the vellum between two pieces of paper.
Wow, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can do that. Okay, so what we're doing is I've got a 8x8 card somewhere, And what we're going to do is I'm using actually the Spring Fever collection, those pads, and I'm going to, here we go, found it. So, here we go. So I've chosen my vellum here. I've got my 8x8 card pieces and my backing paper. Okay, right. So what I've done with my 8x8 card is I have just cut it, can you see, along the edge, just there. Now, if you could use the large Gemini plates, and then you could just open up your card and then put it through. But I'm just showing you a different way. If you've got the Junior or the Midi, this is how you can make the same style of card. Okay, so I've just trimmed that down the edge there, and I'm going to cut down the middle with the die, which is... Oh, no.
I love how as we're going through here,
See,
it's great watching you in action.
I told
things
you.
are getting misplaced.
It's gone.
We're getting messier and messier, but this is the joy of crafting, right? This is what we do here. You know, we have fun, we lose stuff, stuff gets flung. I mean, Debbie was flinging her dies on the floor.
Honestly, do not fret, because I'll tell you right now, you're the girl after my own heart, because this is me. This is what I'm like when I'm crafting, and it's exactly the same. And there's probably everybody watching right now, and you know I'm talking about you, and that you do this. You put things down in that safe place, you go away, you come back, the safe place has disappeared. Now, I think success has been achieved over in that end, because I can see some little fist pumping going on in there.
At least you found it by yourself. Earlier on, Debbie lost one of her dies, and she made me crawl over there on my hands and knees and fish it out from under the desk.
Whoops.
I think she did it on purpose.
I'll watch that one later.
Yeah, you'll have to.
So with my 8x8 front, I'm just going to trim that down to 6 inches. Okay, and then I'm going to run that through with a sheet of brown that I've also got, okay? Because it will cut through both of them at the same time. The joys. And run that one through the Midi. Again, I'll bring it towards me this time. It's a lot easier. There we go. And what that's doing is that's creating the front of your card and the sandwich that you can then put your vellum in. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, does that make sense, Ben? Fabulous. So you can see it's cut through both of those so easily. I'll pop out with a little bit of a wiggle on the antennae. There we go.
That's it.
Okay, and they're perfectly matched now.
Great.
So I can, if I'm wanting to, when I do the sandwich, I can offset it a little bit if I want to get a shadow, or I can just put it directly on top. So this is where our dotty tape comes in really, really useful.
Yes.
Yes, the dotty tape.
The good old dotty tape.
And I need just a scrap piece of paper, so I'll just put this behind. There we are. And this is fantastic because you can just get all of those edges so that they're going to stay stuck down.
It's like magic, this dotty tape.
Oh,
isn't
it's
it?
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just puts the dots of adhesive where you need it to be.
Where you need it to be.
Yeah.
That's right.
All done by magic and fairy dust.
I do love those fairies.
Oh, they're very clever, the crafty fairies.
And then you can get your vellum and you can line up. Oh, it's going to be backwards, so I'll do it that way. Where you're wanting, whatever you're wanting to show.
Okay.
So there we go. So I can stick that down now. There we are. See, I tend to, when I'm doing this technique, I tend to layer up first and then trim later.
Yeah.
Because then I can get the perfect trim on it. So now what I can then do is I can then do the same again. Oh, I'll do it the other side because I don't want to get that dotty tape on the front of my card. So I'll just put it that way. Dotty tape it up.
Just makes me laugh. There's a few comments coming in now about a lot of our crafty family who say that they lose things as well in the craft room.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
That's
Donna just saying, I lose things right in front of my face.
Yeah, I did.
It
was right staring at me, Ben.
Yeah, and something's there, and you think, I've definitely checked there. It's almost as if someone removed it and then put it back at the last minute. But yeah, we've all been there. We've all
Definitely. Has anybody ever lost a die and then found it like about 3 months later?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that happens all the time
What,
to
in
me.
a random place? Or
Just
pops up?
usually it's been tucked underneath my glass mat or underneath something, or I've tidied up loads of paper.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's got in there with it, and
I'm sure it was our Debbie as well. And she was, listen to me, our Debbie. I've been hanging around with her too
Debbie.
much. I'm sure we're our Debbie. Did you not lose a stamp once inside the lid of an ink pad? Was
Yes.
that you?
Yep. Yeah.
Did it-
I honestly, everything you can think of, I've done.
Yeah.
And I think everybody is exactly the same. And it's true, you can find things months later. Lost one of my alphabet dies once.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it anywhere, Ben.
Yeah.
And in my bit box, you know the bit box that I talk
Oh, yeah,
about,
bit
that I've got
box,
about 500 table. It was hidden in the bit box, sandwiched between some glitter cardstock and some mirror cardstock, and I found it after all that time. So it's like little bonus, little boosty bonus there.
Well, let us
Yeah.
know in the comments if you've currently lost something. Let us know what it is and how long it's been missing for. Or alternatively, if you've just found something completely out of the blue, think, oh, I thought I'd lost that. Where it was, what it was. Get in touch on Facebook and on YouTube as well, and we can all share our lost and found stories over the course of the next hour or so.
or if you've stuck something on the wrong side of a piece of paper. There we go. I've fixed it.
Oh, okay. We've all done that, I think.
I've done it again. Right, okay, dotty tape again. Da, da, da. I lined them up perfectly so it would work, and yeah, there you go. You get the concept, Ben, don't
Yeah.
you?
Our Rachel, who's doing our socials today, has just sent through a quote that says, I'm creative, you can't expect me to be neat too.
That's true.
really
That's
true.
beautiful.
That's good.
So there we go. So you can see, sorry, there we go. Done it again. There you go. You can see that it's sandwiched between, and it would be nice and undotty if I'd put the dotty on the right
That's
side
fine.
of the paper. So there we go. So as I was saying, I like to layer up first and then trim when I'm doing something like this, because then I can get the perfect cut. I'm not the best guillotine liner upper, I must admit. So if I can cut all of them at the same time,
Makes life
that
easier.
it does make life a lot easier.
Linny just saying, Ali, that she said, I lost a die and I found it in my shoe when I was out with the dog. She says, I thought I had a stone in my shoe. It turned out to be a happy birthday. Love that story, Linny. Love that. And Teresa is saying, I've lost a stamp and found it underneath my paper container. More lost and found stories, please. That's brilliant. Lily, finding your die in your shoe. That's amazing. What if the dog put it there? Maybe. That's a story for another day as well.
That's it, yeah, it
Dogs
is.
and cats in craft rooms.
That is, crikey. Wow, that sounds painful actually. Was it cutting side up or down?
Oh, God, yeah. Hopefully the latter.
Oh, hope so. So what I'm going to do now then is I'm just going to layer this up. So what you can do is I've got a back piece of 8x8 card. There we are. Sorry, these are some of the samples that I made. And, and I'm just going to put some tape down the middle. Now, if you were going to be sending it in the post, like we say, you'd probably want to be doing that with the all-purpose glue.
Yeah.
Stays put. Right, and I'm just going to line that one up on the edge.
This is coming together lovely. So loads of lovely comments coming through, by the way.
Lovely. Thank you so much, guys.
It's going to be your choice as well. Don't forget before the end of the show to vote for your
There we are.
favourite project.
And then you can just line up your backing paper to that line that you've got there and stick that in, and it takes the focus away from it. But this collection does have an absolutely beautiful butterfly ribbon.
It does.
And so what you can do is place the ribbon over the top like so.
Right.
So I will be finishing this one off. What I'm going to do is with the butterflies, when they've dried, you can stick those on the top, and I'll show you it later.
Excellent stuff. That ribbon, by the way, is from the Vintage Diaries collection, and this is a great thing. Again, it shows you, and Ali, you know, showing us perfectly how the collections work together brilliantly. So if you like the idea of recreating this demo, you can go for the layering stamp and die collection, and then you can go for one of the smaller bundles, the embellishment collection, which will give you the ribbons, which Ali was just talking about there. So you've got the 2 lots of ribbons included in there. You've got your wax seal kit in there as well. You've got those metal charms in there too. You've got your jute in there as well. And you've got the wooden frame and corner as well. But just to quickly show you again, really quickly, everything that you're going to get within this collection, because of course we've been focusing on the butterflies, but you get so much more as well. You've got the ability to build up your own beautiful wreath, that spring wreath, of course. And as we said, if you want to use these individually, you can, but you've got the ability to layer up kind of the main focus of the set and then use the embellishments alongside them. But you get the die included with each of the stamp sets. So you've then got that gorgeous teacup set as well, the floral teacups. If you want to see that in action, as I've mentioned, you can go back to Wake Up Call earlier on and see the beautiful, it's almost like a chalkboard effect that Ali made with that gorgeous rocker card. Then on top of that, you just saw a little sneak peek of a finished project of Ali's. Maybe we'll get her to show us that in just a little bit, but the birds of love are included as well. Once again, you get the die in there too to be able to cut out your stamped image. This is the butterfly that we're working with, of course. There's the die. You've got the 3 different butterflies to layer up and all of the sentiments and other embellishments to go with that collection too. The flamingo, the pretty flamingo, again, so much more within this collection. These are all numbered for you as well if you do want to layer those up using the different colours. There's the die as well, and then of course the unicorn. Lots of chat about that one particularly. I think quite a few of you have already got your hands on the unicorn, but once again, really gorgeous collection. And I just think for £40 or $32 today, if you're a platinum member, that's a steal of a deal. And as we said, you know, if you want to add items from the other collection, the Vintage Diary collection in, we've got those smaller bundles for you as well. So it's nice and easy for you to do. Just before we go back to Ali on the subject of things that you've lost, Christine on Facebook says, I've lost the bottom half of the cupcake die last year. I've still not found it. If anyone's seen the bottom half of the cupcake die, can you give that to Christine, please? Linda says, I found a tiny stamp and some glitter. I mean, that can happen, can't it? Yeah, dropping it into a tub of glitter. Carol D on YouTube says, I brushed my hair one morning and a piece of tape with gems on it came out. This is brilliant. I love that.
That's hilarious.
Oh, and hang on a minute. Mostin5 on YouTube says Doug just wants to say hello to his mummy. He's loving seeing her on the big screen. Explain, please.
Oh, the big screen.
Give him a wave, give him a wave.
I love you.
Oh, just
and hubby, hi, Jeff.
So just explain, that's hubby.
Hubby is Mostin5. That's his nickname, Mostin.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my husband. I've been with him since I was 16 years old. So we've been together a very long time.
And Doug?
And Dougie is my little boy, and he is 8 years old.
Aww.
And yeah, he's always watching me on the big screen.
They got you on the big screen.
They got the YouTube on the big screen.
On the big one. Yeah, there you go. Oh, lovely. Mum's doing fantastically, by the way, doing a really great job, and we're really thoroughly enjoying having her with us here at Crafters TV. So that's lovely. Keep those lovely comments coming in. Keep the lost and found stories coming in too, because I love those. That's hilarious, Carol, brushing your hair and some gems coming out. Just brilliant. There you go. You can get social with us on Facebook and YouTube. 45 minutes to go. We've still got the votes to come, and also we'll try and squeeze in some pictures of your makes earlier on from the craft along that we did a little bit earlier. Right, we're back to Ali now. You're on the big screen across the world.
Big screen. Big screen. Fantastic. So right, so I've just stuck that bit down in there, and we can put the ribbon on later. And when I like to shape my butterflies, I like to take it so that the wing comes up and then go round and then back up again. Mm-hmm. So I've got not just the wings coming up, I've got an actual curve going on. But that actually then also gives you 3 points to be able to stick it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so if I find the tacky glue, which is under here, there we go. Not the tacky glue. glue.
All-purpose.
The all-purpose glue.
Glue.
There we go. Get that one going. So I can now stick down the... Oh gosh, that one came out fast.
Oh, did it?
It did. It's all right. It can be saved. It can be saved. Got seepage. There we go. And then I can just put a little bit on the wing tips.
Yep.
And then that can stick down
Fantastic.
on the front. So I'm just going to put the 2 wings down and then press.
Did you say you know all about butterflies from your science background?
I know a bit about butterflies. I was a biologist. I've got a biology degree.
Wow, okay.
But I taught all the sciences. So I taught chemistry, physics.
Oh, physics.
Oh.
I hate physics as well.
Oh.
Never got it.
Nobody
Never got
likes physics,
No.
except for physicists.
Well, yes.
It wasn't very nice. It was chemistry. I loved chemistry, the bangs and everything.
Yeah, the Bunsen burner.
Get the Bunsen burner
Yeah.
out.
And when you used to be able to make the smelly, what was it, like the rotten egg smell? What was that? That's hydrogen.
Oh, sulfur.
Right, yeah.
Sulfur dioxide.
Oh, there we go, sulfur dioxide.
Yeah, I had to evacuate a room once because of that. But we won't go there. I'm not a teacher anymore.
Is that the reason why?
No. Yeah, it's all fun and games. And there we are. This one's dried off now. So the same technique. There we are.
Is this the one you did with the
wing tips? This is the one that I did with
waters?
the sparkle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sparkles. There we go. And I've just let that dry naturally.
That does look real. That looks like a lepidopterist just put it there.
We should do that, shouldn't I? We should get some of those little tags and have the scientific name, shouldn't you? That would be
Lepidopterist,
lovely.
Debbie, is someone who studies butterflies.
Oh, Ben, you're so knowledgeable.
You know, just showing off because we've got a lady with a science degree over there.
Exactly.
Using big words. That's all it is.
I was telling you about the bees last night, wasn't I?
You were telling me about the bees last night. Not the birds and the bees, just the bees.
No, not the birds and the bees, just the bees.
Just the bees.
Yeah. No, just the bees.
Yeah.
The bees don't fly in space.
Yeah, there you
do
go.
they?
Now there is a fact that you can use. Bees
They
do not
don't fly in space. My professor at university was a specialist in bees.
Yes.
And he got a phone call from NASA. They asked him, will these bees fly? And he said, no, they won't. And they were actually up in the rocket at the time. And so they shook the tube full of bees and they just floated around like that because they need to know where gravity is.
Because they've got little gyroscopes on them.
They have got little gyroscopes on the neck, so they wiggle their little head first, and then they take off, so they know if they're upside down or not. And he said to them, I could have saved you millions in rocket fuel, because I could have just told you that they wouldn't.
Fly, yeah.
But there you go. Here we go.
Boom.
There we are. So let's just add a few gems on. I'll do that in a bit, and there we have. So that's
phenomenal.
That one here, and then with all the gems, and all the fanciness with the ribbon. And I've also used the cutouts from the front too, and I've just put them in there as well. So
hey, that is a heck of a make. That is brilliant stuff.
Thank you very much.
Wow. I mean, this is why we're doing it, you know, seriously. It's why Sam was here last week. It's why Ali's here this week. Just giving you a bit of a flavour of, some of our other experts, some of our other crafters from our stores. And isn't it brilliant to be able to get their hints and tips and get their takes on various projects as well. Thank you for all of the lovely comments coming through. Loving the butterfly, says Aisha on Facebook. Love this make as well, says Mary. And Hannah Hicks is saying, Ali, you're amazing. Can't wait for your classes to start again at Evesham so I can come and craft with you. Ali, you're such a ray of sunshine. Really enjoying your class tonight, says Jean. I tell you what, we'll read more of those, and actually there's some brilliant lost and found stories coming in, which we'll look at in just a few moments' time. However, if you want to jump in and grab this collection, it's there for you tonight at £40 if you're a Club Inspire Platinum member. $32 if you are shopping with us in the US as well. And remember, all 77 elements included in there as well, with the likes of that unicorn and the butterfly and so much more as well. Right, we are going to head back to Ali very shortly indeed. But before all of that, we are going to give you time to check out your baskets, because I know you will not have wanted to miss one moment of Ali's demo, so you will miss nothing here. If you've got stuff in your baskets right now, now is the time to be checking out, and we'll be back with you in around about 2 minutes' time. We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95, and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members, who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Well done if you checked out your baskets. Hopefully you enjoyed, well, I say hopefully, I know you enjoyed the show tonight because I can see the comments coming through. I'm loving your stories of lost and found crafty items. Carol D just says, I'm constantly losing the rubber tip for the pokey tool. There must be a dozen of them hidden around my house. Gilmore's got an idea as to where the stuff goes. Gilmore says on YouTube, there are probably house elves, like from Harry Potter, that are acquiring our missing crafty things. Yeah, that might be what it is. Michelle says, I lost a die. I had an awful feeling that I chucked it in the communal bin bag. After hanging over and retrieving the bag I'd thrown in and searched through it, I gave up looking, only to find it in my pocket. Yeah, that's not great, is it? Having to search through the bin bag and then... Yeah, anyway, at least you got it back, Michelle. And this is brilliant from Fabi Abar on YouTube, who says, I lost a die and my husband found it in his wallet attached to his credit card. Apparently, I was in a rush to order. That is a brilliant story. I love that so much. Thank you for all the comments coming in as well. Jean just saying, Ali, you're a ray of sunshine. Really enjoying your class. And lots of other lovely comments beside as well. Sue just saying, I love all the CCTV gang and Ali is fabulous. P.S. My mum lost her car keys for 3 months and found them frozen in a bag of peas.
Okay.
That is brilliant.
That's fabulous, isn't it? That's a winner.
I think you're not going to beat that, are you not?
But I don't know. My dad did find the remote control or the telly changing mechanism, as my dad has called it. Hi, Dad. In the fridge.
Right.
Oh, so yeah.
I've done that before. I put my wallet in the fridge. Have you ever done that? And you just you've been searching around for it and you found it, wallets on the fridge. But I've never found my car keys in a bag of peas. There's a joke there somewhere and I'm desperately trying to come up with it. But I'll have a think. Now listen, let's get back on to crafty. Producer Johnny said he's used a tin opener on a saucepan before. I mean, seriously. What are we
What
like?
are we like?
Now, I want to bring to your attention the Shape Pop-Out Sentiment dies, because these are fabby. If you love your cards to do things, if you love your cards to have a bit of interest, then you're going to absolutely love these dies, because they're great. Basically, what they allow you to do is create these pop-out effects. And how great are they? So, you know, if you decorated the outside of your card sometimes, then, you know, these are brilliant just to give you that kind of surprise on the inside as well. And they're so super simple to achieve. $41.57 is the platinum price, or $47.84. You're going to get 5 within this collection. So you've got Many Thanks, then you're going to get With Love. Oh, I like that as well, with the little hearts on the side there. How cool is that? Now, you're also going to get in this collection, what's next, what's next? Happy Birthday. They remind me a little bit of like the letters that you see on the Hollywood sign. I don't know, do you know what I mean? The way that sort of stands out from the hillside. What's this one? Just for You. And then last but by no means least, in this collection, you are going to get Best Wishes. Now, I've got a couple of cards to show you here, just again so you can get a bit of an idea. I mean, again, looks absolutely beautiful, does this little card, but then when you open it up, that's when you see the magic there. Happy birthday, using some of the papers from our Everyday Celebrations collection, adding a few balloons and hearts, but then the mainstay is that pop-out sentiment inside. And again, look at this one. Beautifully decorated card. You might think to yourself, well, that's enough. But no, hang on a minute, open up inside, and then you've got even more. I think it's the joy of having that surprise inside the card as well, which is where these really do come into their own. But if you're looking at this and thinking, well, this is rather clever, you know, just having that one design pop up inside the card, I think if we pop back over to Ali, she's going to do something perhaps a little bit different, which we might not have seen before. You're going to take this to the next level, Ali, are you?
Well, I'm hoping to. I am hoping to. So I went and I rewatched the launch show of this, and Sara did an amazing job with it, and she showed you the simple way of being able to just put it together in a card, but then she also showed a technique where you had like a staging platform for it.
Yeah.
And because that was my first thought was, oh, I'll put it on the front of a card. That's already been done. Sara did it. So I racked my brains and I thought I'd not seen this, and I thought I could do a double pop-up. Okay, and
wow.
So you've got With Love on one side and Just for You on the other.
And what's that poking out there?
And this here, this is actually one of our Crafters Companion classes, which will start soon again, hopefully. This is one of our loyalty class rewards cards.
So a double pop-out sentiment card with space for
a gift voucher. Now, gift vouchers I've always found difficult. My brother, I usually get him gift vouchers, not because I don't love him. I love him very, very much. He's just the kind of man, he's a man now.
Yeah.
He's the man that will buy what he wants when he wants it anyway, because he's got the money. So it either has to be something that means something really, really special, or I'll just give him a gift card. And the gift card, to make it special, what I do is I make the thing that I put it in. So this is what came for this idea.
Right, okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do is I have actually, I don't know if you can see that, I've actually strengthened the paper because I wanted the spotty paper. So I'm using the spring collection that is, I believe, on the website.
Yes.
Yep, and so that's this beautiful paper pad and this one here as well. And those colours, I'm doing it again. Those colours just match together beautifully. So you can have the backing as a pattern or the front as a pattern. But I wanted the front to be a pattern, but that is paper rather than cardstock.
Yeah.
So what I did was I got my stick and stay and I sprayed before I cut. So I sprayed some stamping card. Here we go. So I sprayed some stamping card with a stick and spray. I just stuck down my paper, and that's just given it a little bit more structure for this. So you don't need to worry about that because our gem, she can cut through that no problem.
Our gem?
Sorry, Gemini.
Ah.
Our gem.
Our gem.
Our gem can cut through that no problem. So what you're wanting to do is you want to cut. Do you know what?
What?
I've not got the die. It's over there. Oh, good grief!
Well, at least you've got it over there.
I've got it I've got it in my Totally Tiffany folder.
Yes. We've got Totally Tiffany,
Totally
fab
Tiffany.
files on the show as well, by the way.
There we go. So I'm going to do the With Love. Now, with this, you don't score your card first. So you can score the two edges where you're wanting your card to fold, but you don't score all the way across. And as Sara explained, there's some kisses. Let me just check that. So that's going to be the little kisses. So that's going to be the top.
The puckered
That's going to
lips.
be With Love. There we go. And I've got the kisses, and you line up the little to where you've put your score lines.
Yes.
So there we go. So now I'm just going to place down my plastic shim and my magnetic shim and my top cutting place and offer it to Jem. Oh, it's moved. I'm going to tape it down first, actually. So, yeah, it just moved.
Have you been calling the Gemini machine Gem the whole show, and I've only just picked up on this, or have you just?
I've not used the Gemini yet.
Oh no,
I've used the MIDI.
The MIDI,
yes.
haven't you? That's the reason
That's
why.
the reason why.
Concentrate, Ben. Why have you not got a name for your MIDI then?
I need one, don't I?
You do. You do.
Oh, sorry.
It's got to be what, Birdie, Johnny?
Birdie.
Because the reason why, of course, because every time that Ali's been using it tonight, she's been singing the Birdie song. Do you know the Birdie song in the US? I just need to know. It was like an 80s. It was an 80s song, and I think it was like #1.
With a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and shake your.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that, and shake your bum,
Bum,
just
bum,
like
bum.
your mum. And it was basically one of these songs that it was like, you know, a wedding, a kid's party, whatever it might be. It was one of those songs that when you hear it, you go, ugh. But it would come out on a wedding and you'd be like, way, let's get to the dance floor.
It's like the YMCA.
Yeah, it is like the YMCA. But the bit with the Birdie song was the bit in the middle when everyone used to link arms and
Da, 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 yeah, and so on.
If you don't have that in the US, please look it up on YouTube or something and just appreciate just how
The Birdie
bad it was.
song.
By the Birds, and it was like guys dressed up. Oh, they call it the chicken dance in America, apparently. So how does that, is it the same, is it?
Right. So I put this through Gem, through the Gemini, and you can see, even though it's the paper and the cardstock, it's cut that through beautifully.
Yeah.
So whilst I am pokey tooling this out, I'll hand you back over to Ben.
Okay.
And he can chat with you for a little while.
I mean, we can do the Birdie song if you wanted. But I tell you what we'll do. Johnny's gone, I actually got a better idea for you. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at some of your craft along pictures. Now, we'll get our Debbie switched up for this one as well, because if you didn't join us earlier on the craft along, we were looking at the Gemini frame, stamp and die collection, and Debbie made a beautiful box to put your little tea lights or your LED lights in. It was a love theme, and you guys were crafting along with us. So let's go to the screen here and have a look at Amanda's different colours here, Debbie.
Do you know what I like about this one? Amanda, because Amanda's been joining us on a lot of our craft alongs, and she's used one of our older dies. It's one of the dies that comes with the Gemini. So that is absolutely fabulous. Can I just say, Amanda, absolutely fabulous. Look at all the detail on there. It's just absolutely beautiful. And that's the whole reason behind these craft alongs. Your take on this, you've got those measurements that you can adapt, and that is just beautiful. I love that one.
Now, Amanda, yours is amazing. Kim, yours is also amazing. Are those little opening doors on there?
Oh my God, I love that, Kim. Oh my God, that's so beautiful.
That's amazing, right?
That's every little girl's dream to have something like that.
Yeah.
My little Sapphire, she would love that in her bedroom.
Doors, isn't it, almost?
Beautiful.
Now, Linda kind of went along the same sort of line as you. Slightly different colours here, but I love that, Linda.
Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at all the added details with the gems on there.
Yeah.
That is absolutely beautiful, Linda. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Now, next up, I remember your message, Rebecca. Now, Rebecca crafted this whilst looking after a 2.5-year-old. So,
oh, bless her. Oh, my
hats
God.
off for this one, right?
That is truly amazing to do that crafting while you're looking after the little. I mean, that's amazing, Ben. Look at that.
Yeah.
Gorgeous colours as well. I
Yeah.
love the colour choice on there, Rebecca.
Love that,
Beautiful.
Rebecca. Yeah, a little bit more stripped back, but we love that.
Oh,
Rhonda's gone with the bees.
oh, and a double O. Rhonda, oh my God, that's beautiful.
Stunning.
Look, oh dear Lord, I'm just a little bit in love. Oh, the side version, look at that, Ben. My goodness. Wow. I am just a little bit in awe of all of those gorgeous makes. That's just brilliant, and that's what I love about the craft alongs, Ben. They're just absolutely fabulous. All those lovely ideas, the different dyes that they've all used, just fantastic. So honestly, guys, thank you so much for joining in Craft Along. Thank you so much for sharing your pictures and your take on all the different things that you can do with it, because it truly is inspirational to see all those lovely things out there. Yeah. Share them on the socials, get them shared out there to all the social pages as well. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Totally impressed, Ben.
Yeah, fantastic. Massive thumbs up to all of you there. And like Debbie was saying, I love the fact that some of you follow exactly what Debbie's done. Some of you follow it and just change slight elements, and some of you just take the basic idea and run with it. So thank you so much. Don't forget, we're always bringing you these craft alongs, and you can pretty much guarantee that when we bring you new products very soon after, kind of like when we sort of think to ourselves that most people will have got their new goodies, we then bring you the craft along, so you've got something to work with as well. And as always with those craft alongs, don't forget that a few days before we kind of put the list of what you will need on the socials, so it's there for you in plenty of time. You can get everything together, and then you can get crafting along with us. But look out for those. If you missed that craft along earlier on, don't forget, if you subscribe to us on YouTube, you can find it there and watch back in full. It was a lot of fun, and it was a brilliant project. Right, we are back over to Ali, who was also in awe of those amazing boxes, but also whilst watching your makes. Ali's been crafting over there as well. How are you getting on?
I'm getting there. So the pokey tooled out all the little bits, and because I have actually reinforced this, I've actually had to go in, because the Gemini will put the score lines in for you when you're working on it. Because I've reinforced it with card, I've just gone in and rescored over the score lines to help with the situation of being able to push that so that you get it going forwards.
Perfect.
So there we go. Now, a tip for doing this is when you get to that, you'll want to try and burnish them. So I start from the bottom. So I go down and I burnish, there, and then the next layer, push that back and burnish that. Then the next layer, and burnish that, and so on and so on. Yeah. Then I've got the centre part, because what this is going to do is help it stand up, and also help with the folding.
I think it's like with any cards that have like a certain element of movement to them, or sort of like a mechanism. Certainly something that I've learned from Debbie recently is like it's very important to really take time with your burnishing, isn't it? Because that's going to ensure that they open and that mechanism is going to work better.
Exactly. I mean, these dies have been engineered so well that it cuts so precisely that if you've got to get that burnishing line perfectly done, brilliant, and then they will all just sit on top of each other. Lovely. But I have reinforced it so it's going to be nice and thick, which is why I have made a little belly band for my cut. Okay, so there we go. So we've got there we are. So we've got our with love, and with the matching paper cardstock, you want to have something that's a bit of a contrast with it. And I'm just going to score that at the same line.
That's a great choice for green, isn't it? It's almost like the flowers in the field there you've got going on.
Oh, yes, I love it. Another tip for you, there we go, is if you're, with colours, if you're wanting something to stand out, your best thing is to have some warm colour here and then a cool tone behind. Because what warm tones do is they tend to draw outwards, whereas the cool tones will make it recede.
Oh yes.
So there you go.
That's gorgeous. That little pop of colour.
There we are now.
Marisol just saying that your combination there looks like your blouse.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Doesn't it?
Well, who'd have thought?
Yeah, fantastic.
I did that on purpose. No,
Yeah, of course you did. Claim it, it sounds good.
So I've got me all-purpose out again, and I'm just going to go, you want to go all the way around the edges. You don't want to get any glue on the letters,
yes,
because those bits are going to stand out.
Yeah.
And as I've said before, I do like to stick and then trim afterwards. So I have made a piece of backing paper with the cardstock. I've done the same size. I've also done at the same score line. I've actually made that little bit of paper a little bit bigger.
Right.
Okay, because it's going to be on the outside of the fold. If you make it exactly the same size, it doesn't help with your folding very well. So I'm just going to stick that one down next to the fold line, but just a little bit upwards.
Okay.
And there we are, can you see? Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to stick that one down. And then whilst that's drying, I can glue up the other side.
Okay.
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 And then fold that one over. Mm-hmm. That was in a film as well, wasn't it? And then...
What was?
And then... I can't remember which film it was. Anyway, there we go. So I've got that one there.
Uh-huh.
And so now I have got...
Fab.
It with the outside.
Great.
Okay, and all you need to do is do the other side. Da-da-da. Do the other side in exactly the same way.
Yes.
Okay, and then you can glue these two pieces together.
Brilliant.
But I just need to trim, I'd need to trim this edge down just to make it the same size. So what I've actually done is a trick where I've just actually bumped that up to the plastic line.
Yeah.
And then I cut it. And now I know that it's exactly the same size as that one, because I did the same with the other side. There we go. So when you stick these together, you're going to want to leave the mid bit unglued. So then you've got a bit to be able to slot your card in. Now I'm using the all-purpose. It does take a little bit of time to dry,
yeah,
but you need it because there's a lot of pressure for this to want to open.
Right.
Okay, so once it's set, it's not going to go anywhere.
Could you use like a tape at this point if you wanted?
It will come apart.
Right.
It would come apart eventually. If you're wanting the structure to stay in place, you really do need some good glue there.
Yes.
There we go. So I'm just gluing those together there. So you can see it is quite thick, which is why you do need to make your belly band to be able to hold it together.
That's brilliant.
There we are. And I've just used the hearts from the hearts that came out of one of the poppings with it. There we go. And also what you can do, so you can see, if I just show you the difference between the two. So with this one, I've actually cut it out of paper again.
Yeah.
And then I've individually cut the cards. Oh, there we go. Found it. Okay, I put it through my Xyron, and I've then you just individually cut the letters out, and then you can just stick them on.
Brilliant.
And that can make it pop out more, or you can just leave it without. It's up to you.
Absolutely brilliant. I tell you what we're going to do. We've got some more to show you with Ali in just a few moments' time. But what we'll do, the 3 makes that you've seen so far, we're going to get you to vote for your favourite demo of the show. And in case you didn't hear me mention it earlier on, we did this last week with Sam. We're going to give you the opportunity to win one of Ali's makes. Now, Debbie's demo from earlier on the craft along has gone forward onto our Crafty Walk of Fame. So that's today's demo of the day. However, we're now going to get you to vote for Ali's demo of the show. The winner of that will go up against Ali's project, which she made earlier on Wake Up Call, for you to vote for your demo of the day as far as Ali's concerned. And whichever you vote for as the winner, we're going to give away to one of you at the end of the show. So it's over to you right now to get voting for your favourite. We're going to give you, let's give you about 5 minutes or so to vote on this, and Ali is going to take you through what she's made. So Ali, take us through what you have made. So it was your canvas first,
It was my canvas first, yep. So this was the one I made on the show. So there we go. So that's the one
That's amazing.
There we go.
So number one is that
There we
canvas.
are. So that's number one.
Yep.
Whichever one you like. There we go.
Okay.
And then we've got the butterfly,
I mean, that
which was number 2.
2.
There we go, number 2.
Wow.
And then we have the double pop-up.
All right.
There we go. The double pop-up's number 3.
I mean, good luck on voting for those, because any of those could win, couldn't they? Any of those. So the canvas 1, the butterflies 2, double pop-up 3. Let's give you, let's say 4 minutes to get your votes in on that. Which is your favourite? Good luck. Now, whilst you are voting, let me just remind you of all of the different designs that you're going to get in your pop-out sentiments. Really busy for these. Low price again today. Platinum Club Inspire members pay just £41.57 or $47.84. You're going to get many thanks. They're brilliant. And as we've seen, you can use these singularly, individually. However, Ali's demo, how great was that to see these being used as a double pop-up? But you've got so many for so many different occasions as well. With love. We've got some great paper pads currently as well for you to get alongside these. If you're a bit short of, well, I know lots of you are, but if you need more paper pads, then do check the web for the deals to go with these. You've then got just for you. And then finally, you have got Best Wishes, £51.96, $59.80, or as I say, if you're a Platinum member, you can grab these today for $47.84. Just whilst we're looking at a few more finished samples here, let me also remind you, if you are shopping with us on the web, just to search today for our flash sale. We've got a 20% flash sale on crafty accessories, so you'll find that online if you're shopping with us right now. Also online, you will find 10% off fab files. We've been talking about getting organised recently, and I tell you what, when it comes to getting organised, Totally Tiffany is the way to go. We've got a selection of goodies for you here. So your 4x6 fab file. Oh yes, £5.39 or $6.29 comes down to $4.31 or $5.03 if you're a Platinum member. Just a great way to get yourself organised, whether it be your stamps or dies you're going in there. And again, we always think about these in a crafty way of life, but these are great, for other things outside of craft as well. You've got your card maker's fab file combo as well. This is great because you're going to get your tags and your pockets included in here. Again, £5.39 or $6.83, and you get 5 of each included in there too. Next is your card maker's fab file. Again, look at the price on this, low, £3.23 or $3.95. Maybe you need somewhere to store your pens currently. This is a great demonstration as to how you can pop those in there. And then we've got your A4 size fab file as well. I mean, if you bought a lot of our A4 cardstock recently, or maybe you've got some projects on the go that you want to keep together, also great just for things like documents, for example. Maybe you're planning maybe it's a wedding or something like that, and you've got loads of important documents that you need to keep together. This is a great way to be able to do it. The A4 size fab file is £5.75 for Platinum Club Inspire members or $6.83. We've then got your 6x6 fab file as well, pretty much covering off all bases here. That one again is £5.03 or $5.75 for our Club Inspire Platinum members. And then the album case fab file as well. This is a bigger one, so great for putting in some of your bigger albums, great for putting in some of your paper pads as well, and a great price on that today too. Platinum members, well, everyone's saving 10%, but if you're Platinum, it comes down to £4.31 or $5.39. Yes, you will get your 12x12 pads inside that as well. Great for your scrapbooking pages too. And vinyl rolls, Tiffany says as well, top tips right there for you. Those, as I say, you can get those via our website, and whilst you're there as well, do check out that 20% flash sale that we've got on your crafting accessories as well. That is only live, as I say, it's not 24 hours now, is it? It started today, so up until the end of play today. The Vintage Diary collection as well has been so popular over the course of this show. This is the detail here for the full collection. Have I got time to go through the boards? Probably not. Probably not, but you're going to get a huge amount. I mean, take a look here. For £103.20 as a Platinum member or $137.60, you've got so much included in this collection. with dies, you've got stamp sets, you've got stamp and die sets, you've got gorgeous embossing folders. There's a 3D embossing folder in there too. You're getting a whole host of embellishments, from your wax seal kit to your metal embellishments to your wooden corners to your jute and your ribbon and your pearlescent paper pad. You've got your vellum in there too. A whole host of gorgeous little dies included in there as well. It is phenomenal. If you like the idea of this but you can't stretch to the big bundle, do check the web as well, because we've got smaller stamp and die bundles, we've got embellishment bundles, we've got paper bundles, something for everybody and for every budget as well. Right. Now, do you want the result of the demo of the show first, and then we can crack on here? Now, it was very close between number 1 and number 2. But I can tell you that the winner of demo of the show, Ali's demo of the show, is...
oh, sorry.
Number 1.
The canvas.
So,
okie dokie.
pass that one over to our Debbie. I am just going to go... I tell you what, I'll grab it in a second, because Debbie's grabbing the canvas.
My other one's over there from this morning.
Thank you.
My glamorous assistant.
Thank you very much,
Glamorous
Debbie.
assistant.
Could you-
There you go, my love.
Could you just do me a favour as well? Just grab
Yes.
me the demo of the show from earlier.
Oh, you don't want much, do you
Just
then?
there.
You don't want much. There you go.
Oh, you've had to get up, Debbie. Oh, no.
Now, just before we pop over to Ali, because we're going to have a look at her journaling in just a few moments' time, you need to now vote for Ali's demo of the day. So, from earlier on Wake Up Call, this will now be number 1. Or, if you would like to vote for the canvas, number 2. Number 1.
That whoever wins it,
Number 2, yes.
I will redo the vellum inside to whatever initials you want.
Oh,
So
okay.
tell me what initials and date you want, and I'll redo the vellum inside for you.
All right, so yes, depending on which one wins. 1, 2, 1, 2. I will give you, let's give you 5 minutes to vote for your favourite here, and then I picked the winner last week. I picked the winner. It's all on me. And then Debbie's responsible for the posting. But did you? Yeah. I mean, I basically do it now, and then I have nothing to do with it after that. So it's all up to Debbie.
If you
She
can
d-
put in the comments what initials you want, I'll do it before I go home tonight.
Okay. Get voting, and whilst we get ready to find out your winner, let's talk about bullet journaling, because it's something that you love to do, and you just brought in some ideas for us.
I have, yes, because I love bullet journaling, and it's something that I'm so gutted about, because it was something I was just going to start in the stores before the lockdown happened, and I had quite a few of the customers that wanted to go on the book journaling mindfulness journey with me. So hopefully I can restart it again soon and help you and show you some ideas that I do.
Yeah.
So I've just brought my journal in. And just running through my April. So I've got my mood trackers, I've got my my goals, my icons, doodles that I've been trying to draw and practice, my memories. I love that, that's my favourite one.
But it's the whole DC series.
I binged the whole DC series.
Do you
all
use
of them.
this as well, by the way? Because again, we were chatting about this off air earlier on, but I know you like to do a lot of drawing, you like to do a lot of painting, and you're quite creative when it comes to stories and things like that as well. Do you use this for that also, for ideas?
Yeah, all my ideas. So I split it up, so I have my front of my journaling, I have for my goals, appointments, things like that, and then I'll use the back of my journal. This isn't my actual one, this is my demo one.
Right.
But I have my back of my journal where I just shove all my ideas and thoughts, and so I carry it around with me, and it's always there for me to put things down. But I know a lot of people, myself included, because as you can see, I'm still learning how to doodle. It's something that doesn't come naturally to me, so I'm trying to learn all these different things. But when I saw this collection, it just struck me that there's so much in there that's going to help me with my journal, so I don't have to do the doodling. I can now concentrate on learning different styles of lettering instead, and I can do it nice and quickly. So I'm just going to put together a couple of the pages.
Okay.
So just a tip. I'm not gonna show you too much, but just a tip. Remember that masking, having the mask technique where I've pre-cut it first.
Yeah.
This is a really good tip to be able to do if you're going to be doing multiples. So if I'm going to be doing lots and lots of the same die, say I'm crafting for a wedding, a wedding invitations, or I'm crafting to sell and I'm wanting to make lots of the same thing, so I don't have to keep replacing the die and then putting the die on. I cut it out first, as I say, make myself a mask as well, and then that's all I have to do then, so I can just replace them into my stamping mask. I'm using here, because it's the vintage style, I'm actually using the Finesse Rustic Brown. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm actually using the alcohol-proof one because I do like my alcohol inks, so I might go over and colour them with my alcohol inks as well. So that's my standard go-to. And then I can go in, stamp those down, give it a bit of a wiggle. I'm a do crafter. And then there we go. So I've got it lined up lovely. Those are done. Right, I can come in with my next lot. I'm not going to, but you can just come in with your next lot and you just keep going and going and going, and then you've done loads of them really quickly. So I just wanted to share that tip with you, because it can get quite tedious when you're wanting to do something like this and you're cutting out the same thing over and over again. That just makes it more simple for you. Yeah. So this one, I thought the clock was perfect for a kind of appointments. So it could be appointments. It could be special events that happened that month. What happened, where it was, when it happened, why I want to remember it, that kind of thing. So that's something that you can do. This one here that I've put together with the, I've used the vellum in the background, and then I've put the shields, I'm going to call it. Would you call it a shield?
It reminds me more of like a crest, or like a coat of arms.
Yes, it is. Isn't it?
But a shield also works. I like that.
Yeah. So I've on this one I've actually stamped onto the Centura pearl that comes with the collection, and on this one I've stamped onto just ivory cardstock, so you can see you can get a different look with them. And I thought this little banner was beautiful for this, so I was going to have this one. This was going to be my goals. So these are going to be my goals for. What month is it? July, right? For July. So it's the new. What month is it? Oh, grief.
I don't know what day it is.
So this is going to be my July goals, and I like to split them into different categories. So I have my goals for my health. So that can be my healthy eating, Debbie. Healthy eating. Maybe even, oh God, going for a run. No, I'm not going to run. I don't run. Okay. I don't run. I can't run. I haven't been able to run since puberty for reasons.
Okay.
Black eye reasons. But if I am running, you have to run as well, because something's chasing me. So and my aim is to just get ahead of you so that they get you instead.
Good. So great.
So I've got my health ones.
Remind me never to go running with you, Ali.
I've got my wealth ones, so things that I'm going to do. Some things that I'm going to do to try and get the money into me. I have my love one. So, I've got to remember, I've been married for a long time. I've been with my husband since I was 16. Well, not married since I was 16, but been with him. So I try and keep some love goals in there. Are we going to go and have a date or something? And then also me. So I make sure that I put something in there that I'm going to make me happy.
Well, absolutely brilliant. I mean, it is time to wrap up because we've only got 2 minutes left, unfortunately.
Oh, lovely.
But a big thank you to the lovely Ali. I'm holding this canvas here that Ali made earlier on just simply for the fact that that is the one that you voted for as our demo of the day, Ali's demo of the day. So congratulations. Thank you, Ali. Some inspirational demos, and actually many, many congratulations to the winner of this, Catherine L. Harris, who what's the word I'm looking for? Wrote on Facebook. Commented is the word, Ben. Catherine, all you need to do to claim your prize, just email us prizes@crafterscompanion.com. Debbie will pick up the details and get this posted out to you. But Catherine L. Harris, well done. That is yours. What a brilliant day. Debbie, Ali, I mean, what a great day this has been, hasn't
It's been absolutely fabulous, and from all the love that you've received, honestly, they've absolutely loved all your different ideas, the different things that you brought, and it's been lovely to have. And it's also raising that profile of Evesham as well. I think we might need to see if we can persuade some of the girls at Chesterfield. See if they're one of those can come up.
There's a Premier Inn just next to it, so you can book the Premier Inn and make it a weekend visit.
And definitely worth a visit to go. Not only to see, obviously we had the gorgeous Sam last week and the lovely Ali today as well, which honestly some of your work has been stunning. Can I just share as well some of the things that I've been so lucky today, because this is what Ali gave me, which I swear will be going in a frame when I get home, because I honestly thought that that was my millet. This is the lovely things that she can do with the illustrators. And then Sam sent me some happy posts as well, because Sam was here and I loved a pimped up bottle last week, so she gave me a pimped up bottle with my own name on and a little foam pad for my poking tool to stop myself from poking my fingers.
Brilliant.
So I've been absolutely spoilt rotten, but it's been absolutely fabulous having you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for letting me come. It's been brilliant.
We've absolutely loved having you here. Just give us your Instagram handle again for people who want to find out more about
yes,
you.
I'm at Get Set Colour. Get Set Colour.
Brilliant.
Go and check her out.
Don't forget as well, if you are ever down Evesham Way, pop into the store and you'll be able to meet Ali in person. I mean, brilliant stuff. What a brilliant day. So pleased that Ali was here to join us. So Ali, thank you so much. Thank you to our Debbie as well, who has been awesome as per usual. Myself and Debbie will be back with you tomorrow. Big thank you to Rachel on the socials, to John, to Jake, to George, to Johnny. Thank you to you. Check out your baskets. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good evening. Goodbye for now.